390th day to come share lessons and learning how to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today we speak about missing link, a missing link in a chain. Because when you think about chain could be very strong and every single piece could be very, very strong. But where the chain will break? At the weakest link. At the weakest link, on the missing link. So we understand that chain is measured not by the strongest link, but by the weakest link. And that one weakest link could destroy the whole strategy, whole chain in your life. So today we'll share 10 things that we could potentially look in our lives. And it seems that we're doing everything so great. We have such a strong links in those areas of our lives. But for some reason, we do not get results. I love the example that our armies move not based on the best, fastest soldier, but by the slower soldier, because they want to move together. Exactly is everything in life. That means if you're doing a lot of great things and you are able to perform at the highest level, a lot of times you are stopped by your bottleneck, by your weakest link. So today we'll share potentially ideas, what you can potentially look at. Maybe you have some of those bottlenecks, missing links that you're able to improve. I have those. I truly believe that every single person has those missing links or weakest links, because when you remove some missing link and you really include other new link, it might be that other link will become the weakest, and a new other thing that you will need to adjust, improve, and you're just constantly moving and removing some links until the whole chain is perfect. It will never get perfect, but it will be excellent in a highest possible standard. So the first thing is health and wellness. That means that it might be that you're doing exercise, you eat well, everything is perfect, but maybe there is something missing link. Maybe you are not consistent. Maybe you're not sleeping well. Maybe you are drinking too much. Maybe you are stressing for things that you're not supposed to stress about. Like, what are the things that potentially is destroying your health? It might be that your habits is detrimental for your health. So that means that even though that you exercise 2 hours a day, and you potentially should gain massive muscle, but after that you eat carbs, even though that you're supposed to eat proteins, understanding really what you need after exercise and what is the most beneficial for your body to make sure that it recovers at the highest possible way. Because it's very, very important to understand that even though that you potentially do amazing things, we need to understand what we need to do not to destroy the game. Because if you 2 days in a row you do the exactly the same exercise, it might be that you will lose effectiveness and it will not recover. And you'll start destroying muscle rather than gaining muscle. So I think that it's very, very important to understand that. That's why I truly believe that this mentorship and guidance in fitness and health is very important to understand that what you're doing is not hurting your health and fitness. So we need to understand that even though that sometimes you do amazing exercises, amazing diet, but some things that you do might destroy your health. Number 2 is relationships. It means that, again, you can love a person, you can, or it could be an intimate relationship, it could be friendship. It could be that you have a lot of great things in that relationship, but it might be that you do not communicate enough, or maybe you do not have trust. So maybe there is something missing, and you don't feel that, and you do not understand what there is, but there's some kind of missing link. And if you do not work on fixing that missing link, understand what is missing link, and really fix that relationship could move sideways. So it's very important to understand, if you want to build a relationship, we need to work for it. And we need to understand it and really examine all the chain. And so which one of this chain, which one is communication, trust, other thing. And you really review all the aspects of relationship and which chain is not working. Because if your relationship is not where it's supposed to be, that means, okay, let's examine which chain is missing. Which one part we need to remove and really replace to make sure that we have the best relationship possible. It's very, very important. Number 3 is career development. That means, again, you can read a lot of books, improve yourself, develop the skill set, improve your knowledge. But how you improve your career? By jumping on a new opportunity, jumping in a new position. Because, again, you can spend years and years and say that I'm not ready yet. You will never be ready. Probably the most missing link is really taking action and really putting yourself in the best position possible to really learn. Because when you get in that position, you know exactly what you need to learn. It is much, much easier to learn being in that position. Now, preparation is important. It's very, very essential. And then sometimes I truly believe it is reading leadership books before you get leadership position. So that means that you need to learn about leadership before becoming a leader. But at the same time, preparation could hinder you really success by taking action and really moving to that new career. And it could be different things. Number 4 is financial stability. This again, that means that you might potentially make an income. You really save some kind of money. You really try to do your best, but at the same time, maybe there is some kind of leaks in your budget, something that you don't need but you still spend on. What are the things that waste your money whatsoever? My waste thing is coffee. I love coffee. Like for me, it's amazing opportunity to really go to nature, have a coffee in my hand. And really, this is just one of the things that I waste my money. Now, of course, every single person could have different things. This is the only thing that I waste my money on, because for me, it's much more important to really invest money into courses, seminars. I want to spend hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars on just coaching opportunities to really improve myself, because that's, I truly believe, is very, very important. So understanding where your leaks are in your finances is very, very important to fix them, to make sure that you're able to invest in the things that really matters. Number 5 is personal growth. Again, this is probably the most common missing chain, or very weak chain in the personal growth chain, is implementation, execution. People learn and learn and learn, read books, attend seminars, conferences, and there's mass information. But what we do with information, that matters. So we need to ask ourselves, how often do we implement? When we learn a new idea every single day, where do we put that information? Do we put information, oh, this is an amazing idea, and I will implement it next couple of years? Or do we implement right away? That's how I think that is the rate of success and how fast people are able to succeed is based on implementation. We need to learn idea and implement it. Learn idea. And that means sometimes, I truly believe sometimes it's better to stop learning and really work as hard as possible to implement rather than keep learning. That's why I truly believe that intentional growth is much, much, much more important, because now you know that, okay, I want to improve this area of my life. And this area of my life requires implementation, execution. What kind of information do I need now to implement to get the most results? Number 6 is emotional intelligence. It might be that you're always working very, very hard on understanding other people, have the empathy, compassion, but what is missing link with a lot of times is really do a self-reflection, understanding your emotions, being able to regulate your own emotions. And again, this is, every single person could have different things what you need to improve, but one of the things could be that, okay, if you want to understand other people and help other people to overcome their emotions, to take action, maybe it's time to self-reflect and step backwards and say, like, do I know my emotions? Do I know what kind of emotions people feel altogether? Because this year and last year, I was really investing a lot of time understanding what kind of emotions are there. Because I know that I used to know only like 5 emotions, like sad, happy, and disappointed, anger, and that's it. But when you really start learning about emotions, you start to see there is bunch, like hundreds of emotions that you potentially could feel and explore. And when you understand more emotions, I think that you're able to really strive to find those emotions. So sometimes the missing link is just not knowing what is emotions out there and strive to receive those emotions. Number 7 is purpose. Purpose. That means that a lot of times people really take a lot of actions, really great actions, and at some point they quit because just the one missing link was the purpose, the vision, the spirituality, like faith, something that really more than them. I think that this is very, very important missing link sometimes, is that they just see themselves as that small piece of that big 7 billion jungle. But when you understand that it's more than you, there's more than me, there's more than you, there's more than all our universe. So when you understand that, I think that the purpose allows you to really go through any kind of resilience of life or some kind of setbacks and challenges. I truly believe that when you have massive purpose, when you have dedication to make a difference in people's lives or whatever your purpose is, it's much easier to persevere anything, because when you have a purpose, you have the words in your vocabulary: until I will work, until I will grow, until I will succeed. And purpose is very, very important for that. Number 8 is time management. Now, again, this is a very, very easy to find a missing link, is a lot of times that people do an amazing job. They have very, very busy. They take action after action. But when you think about their time, you can start to see that there is some leaks in their time. That means that there is some commitments that really doesn't add up into their vision, in their purpose. So then they have like one goal, one aspiration for that year, or maybe for that 3 months. And when you start looking to really do a budget of the time where they spend on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, I start to see that there's like leaks, like 30 minutes leaks, 1 hour leaks, 2 hour leaks. I mean, maybe even more per day that is spent on things that really do not add value whatsoever. It slows people down. So being able to really reflect where my 24 hours goes, where my 24 hours goes. I do that quite often to really review where my time goes. And when I stop doing budget on my time, it always leaks in something. Like it always starts to leak my budget. So it's very, very important to review on a constant basis where your time goes. And that's going to be potentially one that missing link to really make sure that you maximize your time. Even though that you do a lot of great things with your time, fixing those leaks could even maximize that. Number 9 is community engagement. That means you want to be part of community. And again, this is for very, very successful people who really want to have massive impact. They spend so much time on their own reading books, attending seminars, really developing themselves. And sometimes it's missing link to really advance more in career, advance in their business, is really becoming part of community, really investing your time and going and networking with people and really putting yourself out there to making sure that your growth elevates. Because one of the best way to learn is from other people's successes, from other people's mistakes, to make sure that you are part of community. So even though it's very important to have that solitude and really learn from by yourself and have that opportunity to reflect, but sometimes going out in community, do volunteering job, do networking, this is very, very important to make sure that you maximize your growth. Number 10 is just life in general. That means that when I think about life, we need to understand that we have goals, short-term goals. But again, this is again the same as purpose. We need to have that vision, that direction, because without direction, it's very, very hard to really achieve something. Because if you aim at target, you will hit some kind of target. But if you aim at nothing, you will hit nothing. And I think that is the most important part. And then sometimes people are afraid to really set goals because like, I'm just feel disappointed when I don't meet goal. I think there's a lot of times when you understand like growth into your goals, and process is important. I think that there's a lot of times when we have that really goal set that we have that we want to achieve, and then of course break down the process, the habits and routines that will be required to achieve that goal. Because sometimes it's a missing link that we have that goal, but we just don't know exactly what kind of process will be required to achieve that. And sometimes, of course, we're able to say that we need to do X to achieve this goal. So maybe able to really multiply that X by 1.5 to make sure that we hedge to achieve the goal. Because when I think about shooting an arrow, a lot of times you need to go a little bit up to make sure that to hit the target exactly in the middle. So exactly the same with process. So sometimes you need to do a little more than expected to make sure that you're able to hit the target. So understand the process to achieve the goal could be a missing link to really that maybe it's really slowing you down. So that means I think that sometimes if you do not know how to build the process, because it could be that there's multiple. So what do we need to achieve this goal? It could be that we'll need to break down multiple steps before you have those exactly steps to achieve that. And if you don't know how to do that by yourself, sometimes looking for people who can help you to make that happen is very, very important. Because maybe it might be that you're not process oriented. Maybe you are visionary. So having a person who can really be very good strategically and process oriented could help you to really create. Or maybe you are very process oriented. So that means maybe you need to find a person who is visionary and so they can share and learn from each other how you can really benefit from each other. One is process oriented, other is vision process oriented, and really find a way how really both of them to working together could achieve the best outcome possible. So when I think about life, there's a lot of things that in life could slow us down. And sometimes you do so many great things, and you still think that why I'm not getting results. And I think that the one of the biggest thing is that we do not look for the bottlenecks. How to cover those bottlenecks. Sometimes you don't need to solve those bottlenecks. You need to find other person who will be able to solve that bottleneck for you. So that means that it might be this is your weakness. So that means that you need to find a person who will really cover your weakness. Or maybe you are just blind spot that you are able to cover by yourself. Because sometimes focusing on your strengths will not help you. Because the only thing that I said that it might be that you slow down by your weakness, not by your strength. So even though that you will improve your strength, you will still be at your lowest point. So it's very important to fix that lowest bar to make sure that you're able to improve. So I hope that you reflect on your area that you may be not getting results and ask what is the bottleneck that is preventing me to achieve results I'm looking for. And maybe you will find something that, oh, that's exactly what I need to do. This one area of my life, when I will fix that one small piece. That's why when people go to seminars, they get one idea. That one idea transforms everything, but that was missing link in their life. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.